Welcome back to Living and Investing in Cancun. This time around, we are shining a light on a development community project called Aldea U May, located in the heart of Tulum and designed by the legendary Pininfarina, famous for their designs of the Ferrari, Rolls-Royce, Maserati, and a plethora of other architecture and interior design. In this video, we're going to talk about what Aldea U May has to offer, what it's about, so that hopefully by the end of this video, we'll have helped you arrive at your own conclusion as to whether or not it might be right for you. Stay tuned. Hey again, everybody. My name is Frank. I am the man in the chair, and I am partnered with the lovely Diana, a licensed agent with Net Real Estate, and we help people just like you who are wanting to either live or invest in Cancun or its surrounding areas find that perfect spot. But the only way we can do that is by you reaching out to us, so do not hesitate. Whether you are 9 days away or 90, reach out to our team, whether you shoot us a text, send us an email, give us a call any day of the week, any time of day. It is what we love to do. So yes, as mentioned in this video, we are talking about Aldea U May, a development community project located in the heart of Tulum. I'm going to go through a lot of the information that they provide for us to relay. I'm going to give my own 2 cents because I work for no one but myself. And hopefully, as mentioned, by the end of this video, we'll have helped you arrive at your own conclusion as to whether or not something like this might be right for you. What is worth mentioning is that if you want further information, absolutely reach out to us. And the reason I say that is because they provide us with a lot. I am going to be reading from a brochure that, I kid you not, is 46 pages of information. I am not going to be reading 46 pages of information. I'm trying to keep this video at a reasonable length for anybody to watch and get the basics to get the gist. I do not want a 1 or 2 hour video on my hands, nor do you want it on yours. Something else worth mentioning is that in contrast with a majority of our other videos on this channel, this is not a condo development project. As mentioned, this is a community project, meaning there are lots of land for sale that can either be residential, commercial, or mixed, and then eventually you can build your own home on that lot of land. And as also mentioned, this community is designed by the legendary Pininfarina, both the community itself, which we'll show you pictures of, and the eventual homes you can build on it. So without further ado, let's jump in and see what it's all about. For starters, yes, Aldea U May is located in the heart of Tulum. And in case you didn't know, Tulum is about an hour and a half to 2 hours away from Cancun. Tulum is booming with tourism, booming with popularity, and it is an alternative to Cancun in the sense that Cancun is very developed. There's a lot going on. It has the whole hustle and bustle, whereas Tulum is more laid back, it's more rural, it's more nature-based, both of which are ideal destinations. It just ultimately boils down to subjectivity and preference. Now, Aldea U May is located more specifically in a small artisan town by the name of Francisco U May, along the outer ring of Tulum. 20 minutes from the hotel zone, immersed in the Mayan jungle, minutes away from the Caribbean beaches and natural wonders as well. The idea of Aldea U May is the art of conscious living, or what they call it at least. Very nature-based, very holistic, honoring the Mayan heritage and shining a light on well-being and green living. And they also know that Francisco U May, that outer ring town, will very likely soon become a hotspot for art, culture, and jungle living, as it's often called. Their environments are aimed to support greenery, public space, health, and maintaining the connection to culture. Essentially, modern living while protecting the local environment. The ultimate goal of Aldea U May is their focus on the symbiotic coexistence of technology and nature, resulting in the first of its kind destination for conscious, mindful living. Amenities include a community harvest, which have botanical, medical, and edible gardens, a river pool and lap pool, a health and healing wellness center, alternative medicine spa, an active center, lounge deck, reflection gardens, food hall, a green and play space, healing baths, a learning bridge, and its own forum for events. But of course, they don't stop there. This community really is, well, a community, with proposed roads and sidewalks and shared streets, both high mobility and low. And not just stopping there. They will also be exclusively providing shared programs, such as a bike program, an aerial health program, a vehicle delivery program, modes of transport, all part of what you'd expect from a master plan community and then some. As also mentioned earlier, the legendary Pininfarina is the design house of this project, a global icon of Italian design and lifestyle. Known, yes, for the Ferrari, Maserati, and Rolls-Royce, but they also have a vast portfolio including more than 1,200 projects. Such projects include not only car design, but architecture, interiors, aviation, and other means of transportation. And not stopping there, Pininfarina will also be behind the home design which you can build on the lots you purchase, keeping it all in-house, which should help affordability and efficiency. Aldea U May also offers the legal procedure for the sale of a lot for a non-Mexican resident, detailing a 4-step plan, which begins with the selection of the lot, the letter of intent and reservation, which nowadays can be signed electronically or remotely, and then next establishing the agreement signature and down payment, which must be signed in physical form but can be sent to you at your address. After that is the trust process, an agreement signed before a notary public for foreigners who are acquiring property in Mexico. After that, you go through documentation processes, eventually resulting in the signature of the deed, which will conclude the whole process. Now, obviously, what I'm talking about is the condensed version of this entire process. There is much more information, of course. So as mentioned at the beginning of this video, if you need further information, we are more than happy to provide it. Now, real quickly before moving on, let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. If we've been providing any value for you, go ahead and click the like button as well. Remember to subscribe, and lastly, share our content with anybody you know who's wanting to learn more about living and investing in Cancun. Worth noting as well is that Aldea U May also offers varying discounts. For example, if you put 90% down and then 10 at closing, you get 8%. Or if you put 50% down and then 40% for 18 months, you get 4%. And of course, they offer 30% down, 60% over 18 months with no interest. Now, last but certainly not least, let's talk pricing. And this will fluctuate quite a bit because in a community like this, you have your single family residential, your multifamily residential, your commercial, and then your mixed use. On top of those variations, you also have variations of size. So ultimately, it is all over the place, but rest assured, I will break it down for you. Looking at the price list right away, you can see there is multifamily, single family, and eventually down the list there are some that say mixto, which would be your mixed for both commercial and residential. On the right, you can see whether they are available, sold, or reserved. The cheapest lot available being right around $115,000, ranging all the way up to $2.3 million. And as you can imagine, pretty much everything in between. So ultimately, it does boil down to your budget, obviously, but also your subjective preferences, what you're looking to do with the property, and so on. And something I like about this project in particular, at least as opposed to most of the more normal condo development projects we cover on this channel, is yes, the variety that they offer for pretty much anybody and pretty much anything you are looking for. With your typical condo development project, of course, you will have your studio, your 1-bedroom, your 2-bedroom, maybe a couple floor plans each, and accordingly, a more restricted price range as well, whether it be from $200,000 up to $600,000. Whereas in this case, yes, you have small lots, you have large lots, you have medium-sized lots, and you have budgets that basically work for most anybody, depending on what their budget is and what they desire to do with the land. And so there you have it, a very ambitious project, a very environmentally conscious project, a very green project, a very forward-thinking project, both a very affordable and unaffordable project depending on what it is you're looking for. But of course, I think the best adjective we can use for this would be that it is a very unique project. In my experience with real estate, you don't see a lot of stuff quite like this out there. And at the end of the day, despite how amazing it might be, that doesn't mean it's for everyone. Buying a lot might not be for everybody. Building a house on that lot and having only the design of Pininfarina might not be for everybody. Living in Tulum as opposed to Cancun, as opposed to Playa del Carmen, etc. might not be for everybody. You might prefer a condo with a lock-off that you can live in or rent out with ease with furnishing options. You might prefer just one building that has a gym, that has a rooftop, that has its pool. But if Aldea U May is more up your alley, more what you're looking for, or at the very very least is something you'd like more information on, again, that is what we are here for. Helping people just like you who are wanting to either live or relocate in Cancun or its surrounding areas find that perfect spot. But again, the only way we can do that is by you reaching out to us. So do not hesitate. Whether you are 9 days away or 90, reach out to our team, whether you shoot us a text, send us an email, give us a call any day of the week, any time of day. And as I'm sure you've realized by now, on this channel we talk about living and investing in Cancun along with its surrounding areas. So if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and click that little button to get notified anytime we put out a new video. Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. Click the like button if we've been providing any value for you. Share it with anybody you know. And until the next one, you guys, my name is Frank. This is Living and Investing in Cancun, and we will absolutely catch you later.